Welcome, a bird with bright colors and many attractive shapes, which has dazzled people for many years with its skill in imitating sounds, to the point that it has become beloved by humans and is taken as one of the most important and widespread pets. But I wonder what his story is. How can an animal have the ability to pronounce letters and words simply, which is considered a skill that distinguishes only humans from other creatures on Earth? How can a parrot talk? I wonder if what he is doing is really talk or not. Does a parrot, for example, have vocal cords? Or sinus throat? If the answer is no, how is he talking? Welcome. In this episode, we will answer the question, how can a parrot talk like a human? Before we start, if you are still new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive our videos first. Parrots are found in warm regions of the world, such as India, Southeast Asia, West Africa, Latin America, Australia, and New Zealand. The parrot still maintains its presence to this day, and from the loan of Shamna, more than one species. But in the early 20th century, it was inhabiting the United States of America, and the parrot is distinguished by its relatively large head and was transported. Short and with a solid beak, it is one of the durable birds that live for long periods of time. Their average lifespan ranges from 25 to 30 years, and the large ones can reach 100 years of lifespan, which is a huge period of time compared to other birds. One of the striking things is that it is an extremely loyal creature, and pairs of them are never separated from each other for life, and it is one of the widespread habits of birds. For parrots, during the period of the female incubating her eggs, which is estimated at about 5 weeks, the male feeds and takes care of her during this entire period. It means a lot of love and romance, even if you have the impression that this cute creature is weak and broken. So let me tell you that I am wrong. The parrot is characterized by great physical strength, which is largely based on its beak. The parrot is large in size and has the ability to break a coconut with simple clicks of its beak, while this tan is difficult for humans to open without using hammers and tools designed to break them. However, it uses its beak to make holes and cavities inside solid tree trunks to build nests and houses inside it. After we got to know the parrot and the fast, let us ask a frank question. Does the parrot talk? In reality, the answer is no. The parrot does not speak, but it does imitate. In fact, the parrot is not the only creature that has the ability to imitate, which many people do not know. Crows, the eagle bird, and the European starling are classified as one of the talking birds that have the ability to imitate. But their abilities are usually limited compared to the imitation skills that the parrot owns it. With the exception of the lyrebird, this is a story for one, and as we said, the parrot does not speak, but it is an imitative creature with a great ability to imitate any sound it hears. But I wonder, what is the mechanism through which the parrot can perform it? Imitates sounds. The brains of parrots differ in their structural structure from the brains of other birds. They have a cortex surrounding the vocal centers in their brains responsible for simulating language, in addition to having a neural connection that helps them learn and imitate sounds, and a vocal memory that makes them able to store speech and imitate it at the appropriate time. But of course, not through vocal cords or anything, but in the manner of whistling. If humans have a larynx, the parrot has what is known as a whistle or voice box, which is the organ that helps it speak in a way close to humans, and it is located in the lower part of the windpipe. Communications are able to speak by controlling the air that flows through the probe, and thus they produce their own sounds. I mean, all the sounds that the pigment produces are whistle sounds. Since it does not have lips or teeth to help it pronounce letters, it controls the exit of letters through various mechanisms. For example, although most animals produce sound from the larynx without using the tongue, the parrot uses its tongue to manipulate and change the tone of sounds. In addition to that, He uses the movement of his neck to obtain a specific tone. This means that if he moves his neck in a specific way and in a specific direction, a tone will appear. And if he moves his neck in another direction in a different way, he obtains a different tone of voice. And using all of these previous methods together, in addition to his ability to memorize words, he is able to imitate the sounds he hears and repeat them again. Well, let us ask another question. Do all parrots talk? In fact, not all types of parrots have the ability to imitate and make sounds. Many types of parrots resemble ornamental birds and make completely normal sounds, which are common in shops that sell birds. Unfortunately, because of these types of parrots, many embarrassing situations occur. You will find a young man. He opened the door, God willing, and he was standing in a bird shop, with workers talking to other workers and telling him to say, "Dad, my love." He had drunkenness and strange things like that, and he was very upset. This type doesn't talk. Among the most famous species that can speak fluently are the African Gray Parrot, the Amazon Parrot, the Budgie Parrot, the Quaker Parrot, and finally the Indian Parrot. These types are distinguished by their ability to memorize a large number of words and pronounce the letters clearly and correctly. As for the types of parrots that talk, is it possible to go to the forest and get one of them? And take him home and put our hand on our cheek and keep looking at him and wait for him to talk? Will he talk in reality? No. The parrot simply reacts. This means that he waits for a sound to occur in front of him and affects him. So he stores it and retrieves it again in the form of an audible tone that he extracts from his syrinx. One of the amazing things is that parrots in the wild do not imitate each other's voices, and it is very rare when they imitate the sound of something present around them in nature. And they often do not talk extensively except with humans only. Breeders do some activities and training to teach the parrot to speak. One of the easiest of these activities is that they initially identify a specific word that the parrot would like to learn, such as the word "peace be upon you," and the educator records this sentence in an audio file, then plays it and continues to repeat it, taking into account that he leaves a period of time between the sentence and the sentence after it. This is so that the parrot does not scratch and understands that they are two separate sentences and not one sentence. After that, the educator plays this audio player next to the parrot for a certain period, and when this parrot continues to listen to the recording a lot, it starts automatically. He tries to imitate the word and repeat it, and with the passage of time, he begins to get used to the word, and he may say it in another situation without hearing it. The average parrot has the ability to memorize more than 800 words. And one of the strange things is that it has the ability to link sounds to situations, meaning a large number of parrots, when they see their breeder entering the house, automatically start saying, "Hello, how are you?" But this, of course, does not mean that he is checking on him. He does not even understand what he is saying. All that is. The educator's habit is that when he sees someone entering the door, he repeats these words. And in this way, he is able to connect the event in front of him to a specific sound. I wonder if this intelligent creature's actions stop at imitating sounds. Or not. The parrot is very intelligent and is classified as the smartest bird ever. Not only does it learn to repeat words, but it has the ability to learn some movements and acquire many skills through breeders. There are a large number of video clips spread on social media sites in which parrots are present practicing extremely amazing activities. This means that you may see a parrot at the wheel, or a parrot that distinguishes colors, or a parrot that imitates the sound of the telephone, water, vacuum cleaner, doorbell, and other sounds. Moreover, they can also answer some questions. I mean, if you find a parrot whose breeder is holding some colored sticks and tell him how many sticks are colored red, he responds at all times, And of course, all these skills are developed through training and repetition. It is funny that the parrot is the only bird that can eat using its feet. Its feet are like hands to it. As for humans, it not only uses it to walk, but it also uses it to pick things up, hold food, and eat. One of the strange things I noticed is that some parrots prefer to use a foot, more than the second, with the same mechanism that humans prefer. Use the right hand over the left or vice versa. One of the funny things about parrots is the connection between them and pirates. If I asked you now to imagine the appearance of a pirate, the second appearance in your imagination would be a person with a wooden foot and a severed hand, a black blindfold, and a sword in hand. The scene would not be complete except for one important thing. She is the one who stands on his shoulder. Piracy is always shown to be associated with parrots, and in fact it is likely that the reason why piracy is associated with parrots is that the parrot has the ability to monitor and spy. He may have been trained to move some belongings from one place to another, but even so, we cannot be certain that he was part of the pirate culture. The only matter is that he was used a lot in novels and cinematic works. Thus, today we answered the question, how can a parrot speak like humans? Who is the first time entering the channel? In this channel, we answer questions that may come to your mind while you are lying in bed and cannot sleep. As usual, if there is a question that comes to you and confuses you, write to us in the comments under the video so that we can answer it for you. If you like the video, do not forget to like and share.